For joining. Joe Kemp, thank you for joining. Should have all the streams going. Hey, what is going on YouTube? We are now live. Very cool. Welcome, guys. We are moments away from kicking off our Robert Edward auctions coverage. So very excited for this. We're going to be sharing our screen here. Present, share screen. And Robert Edwards auctions, we're going to put over here. Actually, we're going to put it over here. And we are going to be sharing. Awesome. What is going on, everybody? Thanks for joining in over on TikTok. Hello for my YouTube audience as well. It is so great to have you guys in. Tonight, we are covering the Robert Edward auction. So we're going to be kicking this off just in a minute. Want to make sure the stream's looking right. Excellent. There we are. We'll keep it on this shot for a little bit. Just want to get everything positioned right. Hello to the Robert Edward Auctions team as well. Thank you for joining. I see we got everyone joining into the chat, which is excellent. I'm just going to send one more notification over to my Facebook group. And we are going to get started. An awesome summer auction, guys. Hope everyone has enjoyed their summer since the last time we went live for the June auction. We have some incredible pieces that I'm very excited to be getting to check out here. So we are going to jump into that and get started. So thank you all so much for joining. This auction has a little bit of everything. What I'm really excited to go through is some of the historic pieces we are seeing in the vintage baseball community. Some extremely rare pieces, low population pieces. I was actually taking a look. I'm going to cover it right after we get off to the big item to get going. This Jackie Robinson card, incredibly low pop, so that's going to be fun to cover. But now that we're all in, thank you all so much for those who are joining over on YouTube. Thank you all who are joining on TikTok. The REA Summer Auction closes tonight, the Robert Edward Auction Summer Auction, with their #1 lot, the extremely rare white border Joe Doyle error card. So this card is just absolutely stunning. As you can see, it is an SGC 3.5. This card is extremely rare. So rare that it's 6 times more rare than the famous T206 Honus Wagner card. And you might ask, why is that? Joe Doyle is not as an iconic or well-known as a player as Honus Wagner. The error on the card actually exists on the bottom. You will see Doyle, New York, National. It should not say National. It should say American. There are only 10 copies known of this card to exist, which this is the 10th copy that has surfaced. So for my chat here, I'm going to just move the camera over a little bit so that you guys can see it as well here. This card last sold at auction last year. The last sold copy of this card went for north of $1 million. Absolutely stunning card, super cool backstory. For more information too on the collecting story of this card, you should definitely check out the REA Summer Auction blog. The detailed description on this card as well. Just an incredible piece of history. The current bid sits at $800,000. So like I said, the last one sold for north of $1 million, just at $1 million. We have 2 hours left in total bid time. The bidding is going to close tonight at 9 p.m., guys. So you will want to check that out. Any of the cards that you see in the final hour coverage here at REA that you're seeing through me, you will be able to put bids on. This show will end at 8 p.m. That will give you guys some time to go through, look at the REA auction, see some of the stuff that I covered. And if there are any other key items that you'd like to see, you will have some time to bid on them. So I actually, just so you guys know too, I'm going to try to jump in the action. I favorited a couple of different lots that I thought were incredible. I'm going to try to put in some bids, see what happens. I'm pretty excited. So I want to go through some of the other featured lots. That was the #1 featured, the Joe Doyle error card. Super cool. Thank you to the looks like we've got about 75 people joined in the TikTok stream. Guys, if you want to see this direct live stream coverage as well, I am live on YouTube and StreamYard. It looks like we have about 5 viewers over on YouTube, but I just want to share The YouTube coverage will be screen shared, so you will see higher resolution quality of the items that we're talking about. So just want to give a shout out to there. Awesome, very cool. Crackerjack Cards on YouTube says lots number 272079 are my pictorials I put on the auction. Awesome. So we actually have some of Bonkers Cards community in here actually posting cards in this summer's REA auction. Super cool. Shout out Crackerjack Cards. Drew says that's a nice card. Yeah, I would say so, Drew. Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining. And we're going to just hide these comments so you guys have a better view. So as we go through the lot, guys, feel free to drop any comments. I will be trying to watch the TikTok feed as best I can. But like I said, if you're live on YouTube, you will be able to see all this coverage as well. The second lot, absolutely iconic. This is a PSA DNA GU grade 10. So a perfect 10 Babe Ruth game used bat. This was used in the 1920s, 1922 through 24. Babe Ruth's game used bat. Super cool here, guys. Again, there's more detail on the REA auction about the history of the Babe and him using this bat. The current bid sits for this item at $330,000 going into the last few hours. Any Babe Ruth game use stuff has entered a different echelon. Of course, the Babe is one of the most beloved in the hobby. I want to pop over as well as we kind of kick off some of the coverage. This is one of the most iconic rookie cards, rightfully so. This is the 1948 Jackie Robinson Leaf rookie. So I was actually doing a little bit of research on this card ahead of the auction tonight, just to get an understanding of how rare this card is. The PSA Pop report, there are only 7 graded copies of this card in higher condition. There are 7 grade PSA 9s. There are no PSA 10s. There are 40 PSA 8s. So when you look at the rarity of this card, how frequently it will come to market, this is another one of those key highlighted features of the summer auction for REA. When you look at the card, I mean, it is stunning. The color is fantastic. Corners are very sharp. You'll see the color front and back is very good. The 48 leaf set, it's very distinct. You notice it right away. The other big rookie in this set is, of course, Satchel Paige. The Jackie Robinson card. Here, we'll take a look at the back as well, just so that you guys can see how clean and bold the print is. That's one of the distinguishing factors of the 48 leaf set, is just how large and big and bolded the Jackie, the font is. So as you check that out, just extremely sharp corners, super cool, guys. That is currently, we're at 230,000 on that bid. Hello to Eagle Eye in the chat as well. Want to give a shout out to everyone watching. So thank you very much. What's up, this hello team? Thank you all for the likes. We'll keep it going here as we get through the next featured lot. A couple of different pieces of memorabilia and cards that you'll find on this. I actually want to jump over just to showcase another one of the cigarette cards that we have. This is a T206 Plank. This is considered one of the big cards to get in the Monster, what is known as the T206 set. This is a PSA 2.5. The color and registration on this card is excellent. You will see a little bit of a corner damage piece there. But the Plank card here, one of the most iconic T206 cards in the set. And I do want to show the back. It is a sweet cap back. So we'll say the sweet cap roll, cigarettes back. This is part of the pre-war baseball card section of the T206 Summer Auction. So if you guys want to search any specific eras within the REA Summer catalog, you can actually browse by category. As you see on the left side, I'm just going to move the camera for a second. You'll be able to search anything through the left side. So this is under the pre-war baseball, 1900 to 1941. You can go through to post-war baseball, 48 to present, autographs, different memorabilia and pieces that way. As you guys want to search throughout the auction house. So wanted to make sure that I called that out for the chat, as well as you guys might be looking to search to see all the different pieces of, honestly, just history that exists within REA's catalog here. Another T206 card that I absolutely need to bring to light. You guys did see recently, I had a Ty Cobb card. I had its SGC 2.5 polar bear back Ty Cobb. This is in a slightly different league of its own, I would say. The current bid for this T206 Ty Cobb red back is at a $70,000 bid. It is an SGC 8. Now, when you talk about just the absolutely stunning color, registration, centering, you just do not see these cards hit the market. This is absolutely insane. Ty Cobb, nicknamed the Georgia Peach, as many know, arguably the greatest hitter of all time. The guy did basically everything you could do as a hitter when it comes to triple crowns, 4,000 hits, just one of the greatest hitters to ever play. His T206 cards, they are in another echelon as well. You've got the red back and the green back. This is the red back version of the sweet cap back in an SGC state. I do want to show the back real quick, guys, as well, just to show, again, the centering, the corners, the color. There is just something to be said about this Ty Cobb card. So I am trying to keep up with the chat, guys. Thank you for the comments as well. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, definitely an awesome card. You just don't see them like this. So awesome piece. Again, the current bid on that Ty Cobb is up to 70,000. I'm curious to see where this finishes. We will see a lot of the bidding activity for this auction come in the last hour. Again, the bidding tonight goes from up to 9 p.m. and that's when extended bidding will start. So that is the T206 redback. Absolutely. The thing that stands out on that card to me is that the color, extremely high resolution color. So wanted to call it a couple of those T206. Going to jump over now to two of the hobby's favorite. There's no doubt the Mickey Mantle cards. So we have the 51 and the 52 tops Mickey Mantle cards in this set. I want to showcase the 51 Bowman first, 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle. This is his true rookie card. So Mickey Mantle needs no introduction. This is a PSA 8 Bowman. When you look at this card, one of the first things that I recognize from this set, specifically the Bowman sets from the 50s, registration was always a bit of a challenge for a lot of these Bowman cards, but this is about as clear printed as a card as you can get. The registration is excellent. The color is absolutely fantastic. You can see maybe top to bottom, if you were to nitpick a PSA 8, you would say that the centering top to bottom is a little off. Left to right, it's dead on. Color's fantastic. Many think the 1952 tops is Mantle's rookie. It is not. This is the 51 Bowman. This is the first time Mantle appears on a card. It is a PSA 8. It is undoubtedly his rookie card. And we'll take a look at the back here as well, guys. Check this out. Bowman was a bubblegum baseball brand. You'll see here 1951 Bowman bubblegum right here on the bottom of the card. Very clear resolution, excellent PSA 8 of the Mick. So the current bid on this sits at 240,000 right now. There are 23 bids as we enter the last period of bidding here for REA. I'm going to jump over for you guys to be able to see the next big Mantle. When people think Mickey Mantle card, the 52 tops Mantle, this is the PSA 5 version of the 52 tops Mantle. There, of course, is the infamous PSA 10s. There are 3 PSA 10s of this card known to exist. Who knows if any of those will ever hit the market. There was an SGC 9.5 of this card that sold last year. It set the all-time high for the highest record sale of a baseball card or sports card. It is the 52 tops Mantle. It passed the Honus Wagner card. So many consider Honus Wagner or would think Honus Wagner is the most valuable card. It is not. It is the 52 tops Mantle that you see here. The 52 tops Mantle, for a lot of reasons, has superior value. One of the things to know about 52 tops Mantle, it is a high number card. So it is a short printed card from the 52 top set. You'll see it's card number 311. One of the other things to know about the Mickey Mantle card, this is the first time Mantle appears on a tops card. So we just saw the 51 Bowman. That is his true rookie. That is the first time Mickey Mantle appeared on a baseball card. However, the 52 tops card is the first time he appeared on tops. The inaugural set of tops is, of course, this very iconic 1952 top set. So this is the first time he appears on a card. So you'll be able to check that out. So it gets a PSA 5. And when you look at this card dead on, you'll notice the centering is fantastic. There is some surface, defects or qualifications, if you want to call them. You'll see a little bit of chipping in the ink, but overall the resolution, the color, the quality, the centering, everything's right on this card. So the current bid sits at $105,000. We'll be really interested to see where this goes. There are a few cards in the hobby that have garnered the amount of attention, recognition, and of course monetary value and investment than the Mickey Mantle 52 Topps card. So what a card. Every time you see one of these in an auction, this is going to be a showstopper. So the 52 Topps card is pretty iconic. While we're on 52 Topps, I'm actually going to jump over to another 52 Topps card. This is the Willie Mays 52 Topps card. So like we were just speaking before, 52 Topps, it's the first time Mickey Mantle appears in Topps. Of course, this is the first time Willie Mays appears on a Topps card. His rookie is also a Bowman card. But you'll see this 52 Topps card of Willie is just absolutely stunning. The color, resolution, centering, anything you want to talk about on this card. It is hard to nitpick this card. When you look at it at first glance, this is just, it's hard to find an issue with it, honestly. I'll showcase the back in a minute. The color and the background especially just really comes through in this card. Let's show off the back as well. Yeah, I mean, very clear resolution. You might see a little bit something there on the weight. He's 5'10", 170 coming up. That's not that big of a guy, actually. You see his career numbers right on the back here. But overall, just an absolutely stunning example of this card. Corners are very, very sharp. This isn't an SGC 8 slab. As you guys know, I'm a big SGC guy. I'd prefer this card on an SGC slab to look like that. Polo says, price to grade that. For SGC, I know their pricing is a little bit tiered differently depending on the value of the card when you submit it. Just like in PSA, once a card reaches over, I believe it's $2,500 over at SGC. It does have a different pricing schedule, so I wouldn't be able to give you the exact number on that. If PSA, yeah, exactly. PSA does charge a different grading fee for that as well. So just to get this card in that grade, it is quite rare. So to say, hey, kid, SGC 8 from the 52 Topps set, just a beautiful card. Awesome, guys. So while we're on the Topps theme as well, there's a couple of Gaudis that I want to highlight, but I want to call out this. This is an unbelievably cool piece of just baseball card history. You guys might have recognized if you've been following me. I did a highlight video of this auction lot at the National this year. I saw this firsthand with my own eyes at display, and it was truly an incredible piece. So this is the 1953 Topps original artwork. So these are the actual artwork pieces of the 53 Topps cards. I actually have two of them right here in front of me. If you guys are following, you'll know I'm also doing a complete set break currently of the 1953 Topps set. Shout this out as well into the camera for my YouTube followers. Thank you for watching over on YouTube. The 53 Topps original artwork has an awesome consignment story. This was actually consigned from the grandson of one of the original founders of Topps. The artwork is absolutely fantastic. You've got Yogi Berra. I want to highlight Dom DiMaggio is in this as well. There's Dom DiMaggio, brother of course, Joe DiMaggio. Preacher Rowe, who was an integral part of many of those 50s Dodgers teams. We have Phil Rizzuto, a number of notable players that you'll see throughout this artwork. It is absolutely just stunning to see this art. This is original artwork. Really cool, guys. This is framed in the photo. If you guys want to check out my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I did videos covering this piece. Again, while we were at the National at REA, it was super cool. There's Luke Easter down there. But this, something else to note, you'll notice there are 25 different original sketches here of the artwork. These are not in numerical order of the cards as they came in the set. So I want to call that out as well. But the artwork from this time period was just special. So thank you as well for the comments as well coming in. I want to jump over to YouTube real quick just to call out any comments that we see here. Yes, let's see here. Cracker Jack says, are you sponsored by REA? Yes, we are sponsored by REA for tonight's show. We are covering the summer auction for REA. Very nice indeed. And Drew wanted to call out just how incredible that was to see Babe Ruth bat earlier. So awesome, guys. Thank you all so much for joining in the YouTube chat. But Really cool piece, guys. So want to call out where this is at as well. The current bid is 87,000. Wow, that is unbelievable. So yeah, this is 25 of the 274 cards that are in the 1953 top set. So check out the consignment story as well on the REA website to read more on just how this came to be, how it came in. Just super cool. What an awesome piece. 87,500 the current bid is. Yeah, please check out the consignment story on the website. Robert Edwards just dropped a piece on that as well. Super cool. All right, guys. So want to jump over as well to keep checking these out. Also, we highlighted the 48 Leaf Jackie Robinson and the PSA 8 earlier. There is a PSA 7 available. So that is something I wanted to call out. So we'll hit both of the Goudies. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. We do have a couple of high-grade, investor-grade Goudie cards here. We've got Lou Gehrig in a PSA 8 centered left, right. Again, on a PSA 8, there is just not much to be able to even call out. The Goudies, this is the first set that ever featured bubblegum in the set, the 1933 Goudies. It features 4 variations of Babe Ruth as well as Lou Gehrig. So we're actually going to go to one of the variations of Babe Ruth right now, SGC 7 Babe Ruth, the 33 Goudie standing. So let's check this out as well. This is in an SGC 7 slab. You will be able to notice this is the only card of his full stance of the 33 Goudie. The current bid for this sits at 52,500. This is important to call out. This is a lot of collectors' favorite version of this card because you get the full shot of the Babe standing here. When people think of the Babe Ruth baseball card, oftentimes this is the image that comes to mind. And one of the reasons that might happen is this is actually the only double printed 33 Goudie of Babe Ruth. So there are 3 other variations of this card. There's the yellow back, the green back, and the red back that feature an image of the Babe basically from his waist up. Those cards are more rare than this card. So this card was double printed, but this seems to be one of the most desired card for collectors and investors alike. Anything Babe Ruth over the last few years has gained significant investment value. So also awesome, guys. I also just saw that we hit 4,000 likes over on the TikTok stream. Thank you all for those that have joined on the YouTube stream or the TikTok stream tonight. Appreciate everyone for liking and sharing this video out as well with their collectors. I'm going to be covering all of the auction tonight up till 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, I'll let you guys go. Everybody who's watched tonight can head over and check out the auction for themselves, put in their final bids as they head into the extended bidding period tonight. And I will do a better job also jumping over onto the YouTube comments just to make sure if anything else comes in. So shout out to our YouTube team as well. Alrighty, so we'll hop over. Now, another piece I wanted to call out on the REA auctions. We do have some items outside of just baseball cards and even baseball for that matter. I'm going to highlight a couple of different pieces of memorabilia. We showed the Babe Ruth bat earlier. Another excellent consignment story to check out. This is the Bat Boy Provenance. That's what it's titled within the caption. This is the Bat Boy Willie Mays glove. So Willie Mays actually gave this glove to a Bat Boy that he had played with in the major league. So again, check out the consignment story on this. But this is signed by Willie Mays. This is a game-used glove of Willie Mays. You see number 24 right on top of the glove. That's just so cool. This current bid is at 36,000. So just a quick excerpt from the lot here. The glove originates from former Atlanta Fulton County Stadium bat boy Ray Hardy, who had the glove. In 1966, I was a 15-year-old kid in high school. I had a friend, Mike, whose dad was a PR man for Southern Airlines in Atlanta. Just going into more of the details of how he got into the glove. He actually was asked to have a catch with Willie Mays. Willie Mays said, "Get your glove, kid. Get your glove, kid." I went out to the field and played catch with Mr. Mays. After the game, went to the locker room, and Mr. Mays gave him the glove. That's unbelievable. He said, "That's not my glove. It's yours." So definitely check out all the consignment stories on REA, guys. So really cool. Also, I'm just checking up in the comments. So are the other players? Okay, that was from the 53 Topps. Cool. Yeah, but Just ridiculously, it's such a cool piece of baseball history. Willie Mays game used glove here on the auctions as well. So want to jump over to some outside of baseball as well, just in case we have any football collectors out there. We do have a PSA 10 Joe Montana rookie for our football guys. I do want to also bring up in a moment, we do have some really cool hockey pieces that I want to showcase. So we're going to go to that in a minute. But of course, Joe Montana and the PSA 10 rookie, the current bid sits on that at $37,000. So I'll also showcase some of the features here as well for the REA auction. You're able to search by lot number, by keyword. I'm going to show off in just a moment as well some of the cards that I am highlighting as well, guys. I wanted to showcase the George Vezina rookie. So let's pull that up as well. Vezina. So you can actually just search by a player and you'll be able to go to it. So check this out, guys. We have a Vezina rookie. This is kind of considered the Honus Wagner of hockey cards. This is a 1911 Vezina. This is in a PSA 4. When you see this card, one of the things that immediately comes out, this card is over 100 years old, but the color is so bold and stands out so well in this. This is the rookie card for many hockey collectors to collect. It is in a PSA 4 condition. It is excellent. So I wanted to make sure that I highlighted this for our hockey collectors. Here's a look at the back. I mean, again, centered well left to right. This card is in a PSA 4 slab, but I'll tell you, this is probably the nicest PSA 4 that you're going to see. This could easily have been graded higher. I do notice that it is in an older PSA slab. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. The back and the front, the registration is iconic. You immediately see that bold green color in his red sweater. Just super cool card. So I want to be able to call out that as well. Again, you can use the search feature, anything within the categories as well. Now I want to be able to jump back. And while I do this, guys, I want to show off some of the items that I was watching. So you can also add into the coverage a watch list. As you guys know, I'm a huge 54 Topps collector. Oh, I've been outbid. I did throw a bid down on this earlier. I've already been outbid. So this is a 1954 Topps lot of 37 different cards, all in SGC slabs. As you guys know, I love 54 Topps and I love SGC slabs. Felt like this listing was made for me. Just so that you guys see what the process looks like. I'm signed in. I logged in with my bidder number. I did want to put a bid in. You could set an auto bid right in it, but I want to try to place another bid because I want to go for it. So I'm going to confirm bid at 975. I'm the high bidder right now at 975. Let's go, guys. We'll see if that holds. Super cool. 37 SGC slabs, just awesome. So I also want to show the other two pieces in my watch list. We have an Ernie Banks autograph rookie card, super cool. And then we have a 1949 World Series Yankees program. I think this is just super cool. All the World Series from the Yankees and the Dodgers from back in the day. So let's see where we get there. So as we go back in, we'll be able to watch the auction. And let's get back into some of the featured pieces that we've been talking about. So we talked about some of the artwork. We talked about some of the Topps baseball cards. I want to get back into some of these baseball cards. This is again, when you talk about rarity, this is a perfect PSA 10 Steve Carlton rookie. Steve Carlton, if you were to look up Steve Carlton's stats, it can easily be made that he was the greatest pitcher of his generation. So this is his rookie. His rookie features him with Fritz Ackley. He shared his rookie card, as many of the greats did in the 60s, as that was kind of the standard for the mid to late 60s in terms of their rookie cards. There is literally nothing you could say about this card. It is perfect. The coloring, the centering, the registration, absolutely fantastic. Check out the back. The back is just perfectly centered as well. This is a PSA 10 Steve Carlton rookie. The current bid is at $72,000. Unreal, guys. So check that one out. That is lot number 15. So I want to also highlight another PSA 10. This card is already at $110,000. This is the Rickey Henderson rookie. Many people believe that vintage baseball is categorized starting in 1980 and early. And part of the reason that they choose 1980 is that it's Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson defines the vintage community for one of the most difficult to obtain rookie cards in a perfect 10 grade. I know for me, I've had these in the past. They are so hard to get perfectly centered. They are so hard to have the registration come through so perfectly. This Ricky Henderson is fantastic. So I want to get a quick shot of the back too, because the 1980 top set, they were difficult to get perfectly centered in the back. And when you see this, the back is perfectly centered. So that is fantastic. I want to showcase as well, when we were showing off some of the other lots outside of baseball, I wanted to show off some basketball. So I'm going to jump to the basketball. So I'm actually going to search for this lot number. This is 2545. Check this out, guys. Search for 2545. This is, and let's see here. All right, I'm just going to search Wilt Chamberlain. And here we go. Check this out. So this is a ticket stub of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. This is another excellent consigner story that I would definitely encourage you guys to check out. The consignment story on this is actually the couple that went to this game was on one of their first dates together. And they had been to the game. They happened to show up, see Wilt's 100-point game. They have the ticket stub, but they also have, and I want to go back to show this off, and just to call out the ticket stubs at $30,000. I want to also show the program from his 100-point game that is also signed with a bank check. Incredible. So here's the program, 100-point game, Wilt Chamberlain. Again, definitely check out the consignment story for this. What website is this auction, says Scott? Check this out. It is REA, Robert Edward Auctions. You want to check it out. They have their summer auction going on right now. This is the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game program. The current bid is at $17,500 on this piece. But I have been covering all of the coverage for this. So yeah, absolutely, Scott. Check it out. Bidding ends tonight at 9 o'clock. So anything that you're seeing here that I'm looking at, you can put a bid in up till 9 o'clock tonight. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop it into the chat. I'm going to go back to the home now and jump back in. This is their homepage. And let me just hop over to YouTube. And I love this comment here from Brian. Hi, Gordy. Can you pick up my stuff? I win from REA. Thanks. Yeah, Brian. Well, let's see what you are able to pick up in the REA auction. Very cool, Brian. Thank you so much for joining. And let me jump back in over here as well. And let's keep it scrolling. So sticking with some of the other mantles earlier, I also wanted to show off the 1964 Mickey Mantle. This is in a PSA 9. The current bid on this is $29,000. PSA 9 Mickey Mantle, 64 top set. Love this set. Love the bold lettering right on the top. Again, this is in PSA 9 slab for any of the high number set collectors, high grade set collectors, I should say. The 9s and 10s just don't rarely come out. So it's super cool to see that. I want to also, as we were right at the halfway point for our coverage tonight, guys, I want to showcase another really cool piece here is the Dick Perez original artwork of Roberto Clemente. So for anyone that saw REA at the National, and let's search this as well right here into the search bar here. Awesome. So REA has a number of different auction, or I should say Dick Perez artwork pieces that you can bid on. You'll see some current players like Altuve. You'll see some vintage players like McCovey and Whitey. We've got Lindor there. But the big piece that I really want to talk about is the Dick Perez original artwork. All the proceeds for this auction for this specific item are going to be going to the Roberto Clemente Foundation. So here's the original artwork. For those that don't know who Dick Perez is as well, Dick Perez is the artist for the Diamond Kings artwork. If you're familiar with the Donruss Diamond King set that was popular in the 80s and 90s, there is the Dick Perez artwork. So this is an original piece of Roberto Clemente. The current bid for this is $1,150. Still time to get your bid in on this item. but beautiful piece here. And again, guys, all of Dick Perez artwork is available. We've got Mariano Rivera, a number of different players, Bagwell, Lindor, McCovey. I really like that McCovey. It's super cool. All righty. And we're going to jump back now onto the home. And yeah, so let's keep it rolling here. I'm going to go back into the bid. And let me know, guys, if anyone has any questions, comments, or want to talk about any of their favorite cards that they've seen, please let me know. Another Gehrig that we spoke about, set that we spoke about earlier, was the Gaudy. This is the 34 Gaudy. So this is the following year Gaudy. They have both the 33 and the 34 Gaudy available. This is in an SGC 7.5 slab. The yellow back Lou Gehrig. This is the more rare of the two Gaudis, and again, this is in high condition. This is a current bid at $27,000. Let's check out the back. Awesome card. Just to give a zoom in here, the 34 Gaudy. The artwork for this is super cool. Right on the bottom, Lou Gehrig says Lou Gehrig card. Just a perfect match. And we do also have, for those that want to, that are into memorabilia collecting, I want to showcase another piece from that era with Babe Ruth. We have a full uniform, and it is photo matched, 1932-33, lot 2114. I want to just enter that into the search bar as well. Search, let's just switch it to the lot number. There we go. So Herb Pennock, this is a player that you'll see in the 33 Gaudy set. This is a game-used road uniform. Check this out, man. Those uniforms were quite heavier from back in the day. Huh? JTN, thank you so much for joining. Thank you all so much for joining Bonkers Cards. You're watching the REA live stream of the Final Hour event. I'm checking out some of the awesome pieces here. This is a Pennock, Herb Pennock. He played for the Yankees in the 30s. This is a photo matched game used jersey as well. Photo match means they're able to quickly identify or can confidently identify that this player wore this uniform as well. So for our memorabilia collectors, this is an incredible item of baseball history. I want to back also, as we get back into some other lots in terms of memorabilia. For our football collectors, many of you know the greatest game ever played, the Baltimore Colts game. I'm going to jump to that real quick. Lot number 2435. We actually have an executive ring from the greatest game ever played. So I want to show that as well from the Baltimore Colts. Super rare. These do not come up for auction very often. Let's check out another image of this. The current bid on this is at $12,500. You will see the reserve has not yet been met yet, guys. So certainly want to try to jump in. Again, we've got about an hour and a half left, a little under that. 1958. And then here's the last side of that ring. Awesome. Here's another rare piece of, again, memorabilia. I wanted to highlight a lot of the memorabilia that we have. And let me just jump over to our StreamYard viewers as well. Yes, perfect. So 1903 Boston Americans World Series Game 1 ticket. Only one of two known examples. The current bid is $87,500. It's a World Series ticket. Super cool piece here. In terms of the tickets, these are some of the most, this is one of the most rare tickets for ticket collectors you can get. Hey, Johnny boy. Nice to see you join. I am sponsored with them. I am not sponsored with the breaks though. Nope. Just highlighting the REA auction pieces here. As I said, I jumped in as well and got in on some of the bidding too, but they don't sponsor any of the breaks. Nope, just a sponsor for the Bonkers Card Show. So thank you all so much for joining. Speaking of the breaks, guys, I do have a complete 1953 Topps set break that has the mantle, it has the maze, it has all 274 cards of the 1953 Topps set. That is available now in the link in my bio on my website if you'd like to buy spots. So continuing to go through as well, we do have a couple other pieces that I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys. We highlighted some of the key rookies, the glove. We'll keep scrolling here. As well, also, guys, hey, Johnny says, what are you bidding on? I'll jump to that real quick as well. I'll show you, Johnny, what I was bidding on. There's a lot of 1954 Topps in SGC 7 average grade. There's 37 of them. So as you guys know, I'm big into collecting 1954 Topps. I have that many high grade in the SGC slabs already. That's just super cool to me. So had to jump in on that. JT, what's going on, JT? Thank you for joining. As we keep scrolling down, a lot of pre-war stuff as well, guys. A lot of turn of the century baseball that you'll be able to see for anyone that is interested in more vintage baseball. You do have that. And again, you can search from each different category. I want to highlight a couple other World Series moments. We had the Game 1 ticket. We also have the 1903 Boston Americans Pirates Game 3 program. So that was the other piece that I wanted to show off. So that was in lot 17. So following that ticket, we also have the program from that World Series. So that currently bid at $36,000. Check this out, guys, between the Pirates and the Boston Americans. I want to show off the scorecard as well kept. You'll see it. The legendary Honus Wagner, of course, played in this game. He was on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hey, JT, how are you? But just a really cool piece of, again, baseball and American history right at the turn of the 20th century. So showing off some of the unopened sealed product. This has also gained a lot of attention over the last few years. Sealed product has gained a lot of attention. 1971. This is a sealed 1971 basketball box. You'll see the original packaging still wrapped around it. The current bid on this item is at $80,000. 1971 Topps basketball. So check that out for any basketball collector. And as we scroll down just a little bit further, just want to make sure that anybody in the chat or the comments, guys, if anyone has any questions on anything that they saw, I want to jump to two of my favorite cards that were in this auction, both the 50s and 60s baseball. I'm going to jump to the 1960 Hank Aaron. As you guys know, I love to collect Hank Aaron. This is the highest graded PSA Mint 9 Hank Aaron 1960 card. So I want to show off this. This is a PSA 9 of the 1960 Hank Aaron. Highest graded copy of this card that exists. So for any set collector, this is going to be a go after for any high grade. The current bid on this card is already at $60,000. Hammer and Hank. The centering on this set was always notoriously difficult as well. The horizontal centering. And then, of course, I wanted to show off another item that REA did auction earlier in the year 1955, Koufax, Sandy Koufax rookie. So I want to be able to show off that as well. We have it. REA has it in a PSA 8. PSA 8, 1955, Sandy Koufax. 19,500 is the bid. PSA 8. This is, of course, Koufax's rookie. One of the most dominant pitchers of all time. REA did auction off a PSA 9 copy of this card earlier this year. You can check out the video. I did me covering that as well. Let me show off the back here. There's also a PSA 9. I'm going to jump. Thank you, REA team. We have a PSA 885. There's the 9, lot 2808. So it had populated later. So here's the PSA 9 copy. The PSA 9 copy, wow. The white color on this card on all the corners, very noticeable right off the get-go, and how sharp it is. The current bid on this is $210,000. Only 3 graded higher out of the 10,196 cards that were graded. So REA did auction one of these as well earlier this spring. So definitely want to check out. I did do a video of that. But wow, what a fantastic card from the REA team. So the 55 tops, what a beautiful set. Something else to note, guys, I'm showing a lot of the high value, some of the highest ticket value lots that are in this auction. But one of the things that's cool about REA as well, they have cards in all different price points, tiers that I was showing. I was bidding on some stuff. There's an SGC5 Koufax that's currently at bid at $1,100 as well. So there are different tiers as well. There are collector grade, investor grade, all different things to check out. Definitely would encourage you to go over to their website and check out all the different items that they do have for bid, because it does range. We have another game used bat as well. We were showing earlier the Babe Ruth bat. We have a 1910 Chick Gandil Black Betsy game used bat. The only graded example of this bat. So for anyone that is into memorabilia collecting or baseball bat collecting, we have this available as well. That's a more up close shot. The current bid at that is at $29.9. Let's pop back into the beginning just to see if we had any movement, since we do have, of course, the number 1 featured lot, the Joe Doyle Error SGC 3.5. With an hour 15 to go, that is currently at $800,000. And I had mentioned earlier, the last sold at auction of that card went for $1 million plus. So that is going to be a fun item to watch as we go down the home stretch. So lot number 23, this is the Boston Red Sox team cabinet card. I love cabinet cards, guys. This is from 1877, the Boston Americans cabinet. Just an up-close view of some of the players of this team. 1877. What's awesome is that you can still very clearly read all the players' names from the Boston Americans on this team. Super cool. The current bid on this is $12,500 with an hour and 13 to go. So check that one out as well. I know that was featured over at the RE booth at the National. That was a fun one to look at. Want to also highlight a Sport Kings number 4. I'm going to actually search this into the lot number 2287. I want to also check in before we do that. Okay, so the current bids on both mantles are still at $240 and $105. Let's check out the Sport Kings, and then we're going to go over to a Brady card. 2287 for the lot number. 2287. There it is. The Sport Kings is one of the coolest sets. Very similar to 33 Gaudy in design. We've got a red Grange card, 1933 Sport Kings, and a PSA 8. The current bid is at $24,000. Let me check out the back too, just to check that out. For your football collectors, though, this obviously fits very much into the vintage football. Probably one of the oldest football cards that you can get into. The 33 Sport Kings set features a number of different athletes across all different sports. There is a Sport Kings Babe Ruth. There's a Jim Thorpe. There's the Red Grange. So there's a number of really cool cards in this set for you to go after. I want to show off, while we're on the topic of football too, I want to show off a Tom Brady. That is in lot number 2413. So we have a playoff contenders Tom Brady ticket rookie auto. The rookie autos, this is the cream of the crop for any Brady collector. It's a Beckett 9. The auto got a grade 10, which is super cool. We see the perfect shot of Brady. Nice black signature. Getting the perfect Beckett 10. Current bid on this is at $22,000. So again, Robert Edward has really distinguished itself as a one of the top vintage baseball auction houses that you can see. But they also, it's important to show, do have incredible pieces of both football history as well as football cards. We showed off some hockey cards as well. So let's get back into auction. So check out the Brady. Want to jump back in as well just to see if we did see any movement. This is the, as we have the last 10 minutes of the show, I want to make sure that we cover all of the top listings of the show. Again, this could be one of my favorite cards that we saw today. The 52 Mays and an SGC 8 with just a little over an hour to go. The bidding is at 95. It'll be interesting to see if we cross the $100,000 mark on that 52 Mays. I have one of these in a PSA 1, so just a little bit of a different collector grade, I would say. And here we are at the Lou Gehrig PSA 8. Want to jump back in here. This is up to 85,000. Another card that is just ready to cross over into that $100,000 threshold. For anyone who missed the beginning of the show as well, I did have an opportunity. We were showing off the Ty Cobb in a SGC 8. The color is bold on this card as well. Very noticeable too. So thank you guys in the chat that are watching. Thank you all who have been watching over on TikTok as well as on YouTube. I'm going to jump over to YouTube real quick. Thank you all for our viewers on YouTube. And let's get back into it. Hitting into the next page here as I scroll down through the top 20 listings. I want to actually check in on my auction again for anybody that wants to check it out. You can add items into your watch list. So I do have the Banks and then the 54 tops. It looks like I'm the high bidder on. High bidder, yes, super cool. And again, we were speaking earlier about the photo match jersey. The photo match, we have a Babe Ruth photo match bat as well. It is matched to October of 1923. What's cool about this bat as well is Babe Ruth hit a home run with this bat. So a game used photo match Babe Ruth bat in which he hit a home run. The current bid on this is $330,000. This will be one of the big numbers as you get into the final period of bidding. This auction really has some incredible cigarette T206 tobacco cards. We have the Eddie Plank that is currently at $140,000. This is another one of the lower population or rare Gaudy cards. There are 3 cards kind of known as the big 3. He is one of them here. Wagner, Plank, Lajoie, 2.5 PSA. Very clear image of that ATX. J-Ro, thank you very much for joining. Let me know, guys, if the sound quality is okay. I saw ATX had said that he was lagging a little bit. Thank you for joining, Josh. The PSA 7 Jackie Robinson, very similar to the PSA 8, just a little notch higher. What probably did it, there's a little bit of surface damage here that you can see in this card. 48 Leaf Jackie. This is a low population card, guys. The 48 Leaf Jackie. In any PSA grade, there are only 1,412 graded copies of it. In a PSA 7, there are 76. And at 8, there are 40. And a 9, there are only 7 copies. So high grade Jackie Robinson rookie. Jackie's one of my personal favorites to collect as well. Plenty of old Judge cards in this collection as well, guys. So if you're into pre-19th century collecting, you can check out a number of different old Judge cards that are in this lot for you to be able to check out. So old Judge is it's incredible that these cards still exist in such quality. I know this is graded in authentic. That is partly because it is graded authentic because of the miscut. But to see the image and resolution still so good at that point is something special. So a lot of different old Judge cards for you to be able to get into. We do have some other pieces of memorabilia. Jump into a Goodwin's Champion. So this is not old Judge, but it comes from the same era. This is an SGC3 old Judge Gypsy Queen cigarettes. There you go. Goodwin Champions. Josh, let me jump over you. So for this Goodwin Champions, this is actually current bid is at $775. But I will show you one of the higher old Judge, the old Judge that I was showing before. That was the miscut. That is Clark Griffith's rookie. This is an authentic. This currently bids at $1,350. Let's show an old Judge Charles Kaminsky in an SGC 1.5. This is bid at 2,700. And let me jump to one more just to get you a good range. Elmer Foster, this is a PSA 3. So that is quite nice. This is 3,600. So really depends, of course, on the player, but you can get into some old Judges in between 2,000 and 3,000, which is honestly pretty impressive for the time period to still have those. So check out REA is Old Judge Tobacco. Let me show you what we had earlier. Let's see here. See if I can show you the back. I don't want to say anything without certainty on it, Josh. I will need to get back to you on the tobacco piece. But if anyone else is in the chat that would like to answer on that too, because the Allen and Ginter set, Allen and Ginter, 1888. Allen and Ginter has been kind of revived through Topps. They release Allen and Ginter sets every year with modern players using this set design. Just wondering what old Judge is. Yeah, they look very similar to cigarette cards. Yes, they are cigarettes. Check that out. Allen and Ginter is a cigarette card. But lots of cool pieces of baseball. Again, we're at the last 5 minutes of the coverage tonight, guys. For those that joined late, also was able to show off Willie Mays' game-used glove that was given to the Bat Boy. He asked the Bat Boy to have a catch with him back in the 1966. The Bat Boy would later get this glove signed by Willie Mays at an event. So super cool piece. The Bat Boy can sign that. That is at 36,000. We have a PSA 10 Ricky Henderson rookie. I've sold many of these on the channel before. PSA 10. This is at 110,000. I've certainly never sold one in a PSA 10 grade. Hitting all the big major cards as well. We've got the Steve Carlton and a PSA 10. Steve Carlton's rookie. That is at that is at 72,500. We showed the Mays. We've got the SGC 7 Babe Ruth. The SGC 7 Babe Ruth is at 52,500. Yes, 110,000 for the Henderson. Yep, in the PSA 10 grade, Josh, it's very rare to get it in the PSA 10. We've got the Mickey Mantle in a PSA 5. The 52 Topps Mantle, that is at 105, 105,000. We've got the Mickey Mantle PSA 8 near mint, that is 240,000. 240 for the Mantle rookie and the 51 Bowman. Here we are again as we approach the top or the end of our show here, guys. Just a couple of minutes left. We have the Jackie Robinson in a PSA 8. That's his rookie card at 230,000. The featured card, the number one lot, the Joe Doyle hands above head error card, the national error that you see here, Joe Doyle. There are 10 copies of this, 6 times more rare than the Honus Wagner card. We see that at 800,000. That's the current bid, guys, that you guys can see. 800,000. 800,000 for the Joe Doyle. What's the Cobb at? The current SGC 8 Ty Cobb. That is at 70,000. 70,000 for the Ty Cobb. The color on that, just fantastic. Want to thank everybody again for joining the REA live stream. The error on the Doyle, it shows national on the bottom. He was an American League player. Check out the full story on this one too, Josh. If you check out the REA website, super cool background on Doyle. Everything that came out on this card. There's only 10 known examples of this error card that says national on the bottom. It should be American. So just a really rare piece. And again, we have the tickets from the World Series of the Boston Americans and the Pirates. We have the ticket and the program, the Willie Mays glove. And yeah, we are just going to finish up here. One of the last pieces I definitely want to highlight again. This current bid is at 87,500 for original 1953 Topps artwork. Phil Rizzuto, Yogi Berra. I want to show Don DiMaggio, Preacher Row, a number of different Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Yankees. This is original artwork. There's Hank Thompson from the 1953 Topps set. There's 25 original artwork pieces that would be later used for the set. I've got some of the 53 Topps cards right in front of me. Current bid on that is $87,500. I'm looking forward to seeing where that finishes up tonight as well. So thank you guys all so much for joining. Again, we are going to end the live stream here at 8 o'clock to give everyone some time to be able to put in their bids. So I want to jump over to YouTube as well and just thank all that watched in the YouTube numbers tonight, as well as here that joined and watched through on the TikTok stream. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Check out robertedwardauctions.com. Put in your bids. I'm going to be going back live as well later tonight to show off some cards. I do have the 53 Topps set break that we're launching next week. So thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to be uploading this video and posting it over into our Facebook group and YouTube. Thank you all and appreciate everybody for watching and joining. So let's see where these awesome cards finish, and we will talk soon. Thanks so much, guys.